Kayak Bassing is brought to you by Wilderness Systems, makers of the premier fishing kayaks, including the Attack, Ride Max, and Thresher models. For more information about our full lineup of kayaks, visit wildernesssystems.com. You know, there's only one thing better than getting to come down and fish Ray Scott's Trophy Bass Retreats, and that's getting to come down and fish it twice. So this time I'm down here with a good friend of mine and the KBF Open Challenge winner, CJ Espy. CJ drove over from Maryland, had never fished Kentucky Lake before, and bested a field of 158 anglers to be in first place. And the guys here at Ray Scott's Trophy Bass Retreats were kind enough to offer us an all-inclusive package for one of the winners to come down. So rather than give it to the overall winner who had already taken home almost $20,000, what we did is we put this trip to come down here and fish and film with us as the carrot on the stick for the day one leader. There's another one up in there. Yeah. Come on. The old beetle spin. The fat boy.
The tournament guys, they're going to wait out these lulls and fish, and you know, when you're not catching anything. Right now, I happen to be in one. I haven't got one in a while, and you know, I'm going to stick it out. I'm going to grind it out and continue to try, and you know, they're in here, so it makes it a little difficult. It makes it hard when you haven't caught a fish in a while, but you know, you got to stick it out. And you can't just go in on tournaments, especially when you pay money to get into them.
You know, one of the reasons that you're out here fishing in the first place, and a lot of us lose sight of that, chasing giant fish is to have fun. So one of the things I like to do is switch it up, and I've got this 6-foot medium heavy APX Tennessee handle with a 1500 series spinning reel on it, and I'm throwing a beetle spin. And you know, we all subscribe to the big fish, big bait camp, but a lot of times, you know, the opposite end of that is elephants also eat peanuts. So I just broke off a 8-pounder better on a little old beetle spin. So sometimes you can downsize to upsize your fish. Here's a mantra that I share with a lot of my guests. You got to think positive, but in a negative reinforcement manner. So if you'll just try this little drill, just say this to yourself: don't suck, don't suck. But you have to say it like a chant, like there's a little cheering squad in the back of your head, like you're in the arena, and they're just calling out your name. CJ, don't suck.
There definitely is a difference between a pro and the amateurs. I mean, the pros, they don't catch them all the time either. You know, you really do have to keep grinding away and trying to get that big fish. Goes.
In fact, CJ's hooked up over there. I see his boat spinning. Oh, and his rod's bowed. Yeah, you got a good one. All right, CJ, thanks to yourself. Don't suck. Nice.
Got this trophy here. I'm gonna let her go, and then I'll show you what I got it on. and swam away. Basically been the same thing we've been throwing all day. Red square bill crankbait. It's worked great. Got a couple trophies off of it, a couple 5-pounders, probably a couple 6s. It's been the same lure. The chant worked.
I wasn't gonna say anything. While I'm at it, let me show you how difficult it is to install your depth finder. And even though it's difficult, it's definitely important on the new Wilderness Systems Attack. You have to sit it in there and make sure it's just straight, and then you have to take this latch right here, and it's an over center latch, and you have to lock it, and then you have to lock that one. I know it's tough, but you need to go through the motions, because having a great set of electronics while you're out on the water is really, you know, contributes to your success. For outstanding customer service, expert advice, and an extensive selection of quality kayak fishing products, visit Hook One at kayakfishinggear.com.